Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the 2017 Queensland Small Business Week Expo here at the Brisbane Convention Centre. It's great to see so many of you here supporting each other, hopefully learning from each other, and just meeting each other. Expos like this are the best place for you to meet other small business owners. My name is Vanessa Brayley, and I am the Regional Small Business Administrator for South East Queensland. I am very pleased to be presenting to you today on why Queensland should not join the other states and implement daylight saving as part of our upcoming referendum in the 2018 state government election. If you have any questions, feel free to come and see me after the presentation when I will have plenty of time to speak with you. I'm sure everyone here has heard that daylight saving time will confuse the cows. How is this even possible? Cows don't even wear watches. How do they know that the time has altered? Farmers, on the other hand, are very aware. The peak rural support organisation in Queensland is called AgForce, and they represent our primary producers. AgForce believes that it is unfair and ultimately unhealthy to impose daylight saving time on farmers. Regional and farming communities have work lives which are regulated by the sun. Daylight saving time increases their working day. Is it only farmers that may suffer if daylight saving time is introduced in Queensland? Absolutely not. This presentation will shine a light on a number of key issues which have an effect on all of us. For those that don't know, daylight saving time involves turning the clock forward by 1 hour during a particular period of time throughout the year. The theory is that we create an extra hour of daylight at the end of the day. It is hoped that people might take advantage of this time and relax after work, enjoying some leisure activities that they would otherwise not have had time for. If, as Harrison suggests, 1/4 of the world's population implements daylight saving time, it stands to reason that 3/4 of the population does not. If majority rules, this means that more people worldwide are against the introduction of daylight saving time than for it. Their reasons, of course, would be many and varied, but the fact cannot be ignored that there is a greater number of people who do not want daylight saving time than do. After all, daylight saving time is not only about lazing around on the beach for an hour or so after work. Daylight saving time was first introduced in Australia in 1917 as a fuel-saving initiative during wartime. However, the people opposed the measure so strongly that the government had to abandon the policy the same year. Kellogg and Wolfe found that people were right when they believed that there was no power saving. The extra energy used to power the electric lights in the mornings, added to the increased use of air conditioning when people got home in the afternoons and evenings, was in fact resulting in an increase in electricity consumption. As small business owners, you'd all be acutely aware of the rising cost of electricity and how it affects your very livelihoods. Ordinarily, Australia has 3 time zones. However, come spring to autumn, this increases to 5 time zones. This shift in time places unnecessary pressure on businesses who trade nationally or who are geographically situated in a border region. Many small businesses simply cannot manage the increased financial burden of trading for an additional hour. Even though people still have to eat, it is apparent over summer that diners prefer not to frequent cafes and restaurants as much as they do in the cooler weather. Bookings are made for later in the evening in an effort to escape the evening heat. This increases the length of time that an establishment must be open, thus increasing the working day for the staff. Alonso and Ogle found in their research of 41 hospitality businesses in 2009 in Western Australia, where daylight saving time was in effect at the time, that over 1/3 of that study group believed daylight saving time was having a detrimental effect on their business. The last referendum on daylight savings time in Queensland was held in 1992. The vote was close, but the noes had it at 54.5%. As a result of this referendum, Queensland has not participated in daylight saving time since. In conclusion, as many of you here will agree with, I believe that daylight saving time just does not fit the dynamic of a state like Queensland. There is too much of Queensland that is already scorched until after 8 p.m. by the harsh summer conditions. Introducing daylight saving time would effectively mean these regional areas would not experience sunset until after 9 p.m. Whilst it is acknowledged that some people will spend extra time outdoors and at the beach if daylight saving time is implemented, we should also be aware of the need to be sun safe in Queensland. Perhaps an extra hour of baking on a beach may not be the best choice for people. Opposers of daylight saving time are often quoted as saying that introducing the time-changing system will cause your curtains to fade. It must be noted that this simply is not true. The only clear way forward for Queensland small business is a no vote in 2018. Stand with me and vote no when we meet for state elections next year. Thank you.